Defining STEM skills. The first thing I did in South Australia was to actually go through this particular science, technology, engineering and mathematics skills strategy. And I didn't actually find a whole list. I was looking for a list of STEM skills and I couldn't actually find them. So even though they talk a lot about STEM skills, it's really hard to find them clearly articulated in a policy document. So what I did, because I love trawling through looking for stuff, I actually went through, and this will be tricky for you, look for the colours because I'll explain it for you. This was actually done by the Office of the Chief Scientist and went out to industry and asked what they wanted in terms of what they thought the STEM skills were that they wanted students to have. And where you see the blue, they were big winners. So if we have a look at the lines where their supposed STEM skills are, you've got active learning. You know, that's got 96% of the industry people who responded to the survey saying 100, 83, 80, like it's big hits. Active learning. Next one, complex problem solving. Next one down, creative problem solving. And the fourth one there that has big hits is critical thinking. Critical and creative thinking, which is hot on the agenda at the moment. We can see there problem solving, creative and critical thinking are very, very much hot topics in terms of STEM skills. Not happy with just one perspective on this, I've gone elsewhere, and this is Siekmann and Korbel, and they talk about the house of STEM in terms of skills. So they actually identify the notion of technical, the skills that you need for a technical occupation, so coding, design, construction, etc. The advanced cognitive skills that you might need, so for example, critical and creative thinking's there. They talk about socio-emotional skills, things like resilience, curiosity, empathy, which we do see sometimes aligned to STEM skills as well. What I'd like to include, things like deductive, inductive and mathematical reasoning in the advanced cognitive skills area. The notion of problem solving, lateral thinking, I think fits in there. I think it's interesting that they don't talk about communication skills or collaborative or collaboration and teamwork, even though we know that we often read those as being STEM skills. Now, what I find interesting is that the skills are often focused around things that AI, artificial intelligence, cannot provide. Now, I was at a conference somewhere where someone came and was talking about AI, and it just blew my mind in terms of what that's going to look like and the impact it's going to have. So, for example, one AI can replace 200 paralegals, because paralegals basically sit down, they are looking for the precedents in legal cases. So they are trolling through all the legal cases. That's perfect for a computer to do as long as you can punch in and you can code it appropriately to know, so that it knows what it's looking for. 200 paralegals replaced by one AI. So the question then becomes is, what are the skills that an AI doesn't have? Therefore, that's what we really need our students to have. So it's a whole different ballgame. I'm just putting it out there. I'm not an expert in it. I heard it, it blew my mind, and I'd like to blow your mind as well. So there you go. So the skills one is interesting. There's a lot of emphasis on it, and but it's not necessarily a shared set of STEM skills.